it's no surprise to anybody. You can spend 500,000 rubles on an MK47, a Colt M4, and you may only be in raid in 1 minute. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly 2 weapons and rounds that will save you so much money in Tarkov. Maybe it'll help you get over your gear fear and you can start focusing on getting better at PvP and even helping your friends quest. So let's crack straight into it. So first we're going to talk about 3 rounds. You may not all have max traders, so I'm taking that into account in this. M856A1, M855A1, and 762BP. 855A1 is on this list because if you got max traders, you can just constantly buy that for 365 a round, and you got a pretty good gun no matter what you put it in. So the first round we're going to talk about is M856A1, 37 pin, 51 damage. Reason why this is on there, this round can bring a player down with a TV-110 in just 3 rounds. It's one of the most used armors in the game other than the 6B3TM. If that gives you an idea of the reason why I suggest this round, it's because of this. More players up until the very end of the wipe will only be spending money to use level 4 armor. This round has more potential than most people give it. The weak point though is once you get to level 5 and level 6 armor. You will need to hit players 7 to 11 times to finish the guy off in the thorax. Okay, so now for the 855A1, a very evenly divided round. This round's expensive if you don't have max traders, but if you've got max traders, this doubles down on being the budget gun and round that we're here to talk about. It's going to save you ruble and help with that gear fear. That's the most important part of that. This round gets expensive because it can 4 to 5 tap level 5 armors. It's level 6 where it starts to struggle. Once again, you're shooting level 4 armor almost all the time in this game, especially mid-wipe. Most players will not be running level 5, level 6 every raid. You might still run into one, but most of the time, running around woods or running around shoreline or running around even reserve in random places, you're not going to be running into multiple players running level 5 and level 6 armor. 855 is the way to go. Be a container gamer. So now for the comm block. BP 762, 47 pin, 58 damage. You're getting a lot with this round. AKs are back. Nikita definitely buffed this round for Russia. This is gonna 2 to 3 shot everything from a USEC to even Killa armors. That new blunt damage buff really helped this round out. You're not gonna get this with PS. After level 3, you're not gonna be able to take anybody down with less than 8 shots, unless you take out some limbs or hit them between the eyes. And if you're a passive aggressive player, you're not going to run through this. Most of the guns, and the gun I'm about to suggest, don't have a fire rate like a Vector. You won't mag dump every single time. So taking a look at some of this gameplay, you can see why I use this gun. It's easy to flick, it's easy to put on target. With that high ergo of 51, it's a no-brainer. The higher you get in levels, the easier you can handle guns. If you get your AK mastery up higher, everything goes better with this gun. Okay, so let's talk about modding this AK and how we stay under that 100K mark. There's a couple different options you can do to go a little bit further down to stay around 90, or you can go a little bit over at like 110. But this is the budget for a round that can do damage across the board at beginning to the end of wipe. First, if you got max trader, you better be throwing on that JMac. It's only 14,000 rubles. Then Strike Industries Enhanced Pistol Grip. No brainer, you need to upgrade the pistol grip. You only get 1 ergo from the PP19 one. Then, if you'd like to put a sight in the middle like I like to do on this AK if I'm going budget, I use the Tula TTO1. Then I throw on the Burris Fast Fire. Now here's where you can change stuff. After you put on the AK CAA RS47 handguard for $106, I like to go with the Magpul RVG. I think this has good balance and it's not real expensive. It's only $82. You can go cheaper and get a CAC, or you can spend a little bit more here and get a little bit better for your money. But don't forget, because the AKM has a wood stock, you got to throw on the GP25 recoil pad. That's how you stay under 100,000 rubles. I spend 66,000 on this because I go with the RVG Magpul, and instead of putting the sight on top of the CAA, I put on the Tula TTO1. That's the only real difference. This gun has so many options once you just start out with the RS47 handguard and a JMac muzzle brake. Okay, so now for the M4 DAR. That's what I call it. M4 DAR. This gun comes back in insurance every time. Want to see proof? It's complete even. A lot of times people don't even touch it. If anything, they take the sight and the suppressor. That's it. And then you're back in the gun for another 40,000 rubles. That's it. This gun is where it's at. So let's break this gun down. Go to the market, find yourself an ADAR. You can get an ADAR for 20,000 rubles. You're going to go over to mechanic and get yourself an actual M4, a lower receiver. You can get that for 20,600 rubles. Here's where you can have some fun. Here's the build I choose. She's quite beautiful, isn't she? Little Daniel defense, little classy taste. Okay. So my favorite sight in this game, the Delta Point. I throw that on because of course I have high level Peacekeeper. I'm going to throw that on every time. You can go a lot cheaper on your sight. That's where you can save money here. And I choose the CAC NT4 suppressor. Very cheap, versatile. The sound is very good. You can't be heard very well from far distances with this gun. Low profile gas block. You can get that level 1 Peacekeeper. Not a big deal. The hand stop, foregrip, vertical grip, whatever you want to use. I actually use the Strike Industries Cobra for this. Great price, under 12,000 rubles, no brainer. And here's another way you can save money. Don't put a light on it, don't put a laser. This build ends up costing me 90,000, including the flashlight and suppressor for the build. But like I said, you can remove so much to where you can get this to a total build cost of under 100, just like the AKM. Thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully this stuff helps you a little bit so you can save rubles, because that's the whole point of this. You can't just magically kill every person when you're playing this game. I know it gets better, trust me. Even though right now you may want to grab your PC, throw it out the window. Don't do that. Just keep practicing, do things like this. I'm going to keep dropping some more videos like this that'll give you some ways to save money so you can play and get over that gear fear and get your PvP levels up. So until next time guys, peace. And some spare ammo, keep your big mag on you and maybe one backup mag, and be a container gamer. That was kind of funny. I like that.